Guys, I'm Sanya from AS Level and I study at CS Academy, and today I'm going to be talking about hair. If you guys are wondering why out of everything is she talking about hair, that's because as human beings we tend to forget how important hair is and we tend to put all our attention and focus towards skin. But have you guys wondered how would life be without hair on your scalp? How would that affect your self-esteem? So it's really important for us to know a little bit about hair as it contributes so much towards our looks. And 60% of us don't even know much about hair, and it's really important for me to talk about it today so most of y'all can know about it. So let's begin. Hair is basically made up of keratin and dead skin cells, and on average, human beings lose about 50 to 100 hair strands per day, and that's completely normal. But so the hair growth cycle consists of three main stages. The first one is the anagen phase, second one is the catagen phase, and third one is the telogen phase. Now, what is the anagen phase? The anagen phase is basically the growth phase. So your hair is growing in this stage, and it lasts for about 2 to 6 years on average, and it grows on full length for about 18 to 30 inches. But for some people in the Asian descent, it grows a little longer, and this could be because of hereditary, apparently. So but the anagen phase for hair differs for different body parts. For example, on our arm, our hair has an anagen phase for about a month only, and that's why, thank God, we only wax once a month. Because so then comes the catagen phase, and the catagen phase people also call it the resting phase, which is basically hair is basically resting from all the growing, and this lasts for about 2 to 4 weeks on average. And that's why some people say that their hair, they their hairs aren't growing much, and what do they do when they use all different serums, if you notice. And then comes the telogen phase. So the telogen phase is basically the shedding stage or the shedding phase, and this lasts for about 2 or more months. Depends on person to person, but this is basically when your hair is shedding out, it's falling out, and new hair stands are like growing, and that goes into the anagen phase again. So but and that's why most of our hairs, 10% of our hairs, are basically in the telogen phase, and that's why we lose about 50 to 100 strands a day. But you might end up losing more of this, and you might end up finding clumps of hair or handfuls of hair when you brush your hair, or when you shower, or when you wake up and you see your pillow is like flooded with hair, and that could be pretty stressful. And this could be because of many factors such as pollution, stress, PCOS, a particular vitamin deficiency, or lack of protein and calcium in the body. When you fail to take in proper levels of protein, calcium, iron is really important, especially for growing kids, to take all this. But most of the time, majority of the time, people lose hair about 100 hair strands a day. It's because of stress. And stress, basically what it does is it directly affects your head. And what happens is basically it's also affecting your, sooner or later you'll start losing hair. What stress does is basically it fastens the cycle, your hair growth cycle. So basically, if your hair is in the anagen phase right now, stress will speed up the cycle and it will quickly go to the telogen phase, and you will end up losing hair sooner or later. And that could be pretty stressful, and the term for that is called telogen effluvium. And but there's nothing to worry about, because after your stress levels decrease and comes back to normal, your hair starts growing out and comes to the anagen phase again. So but how do you know if, some people also tell that they, how do they know if they're actually losing more of hair or not? Like, how do you know if you actually have hair fall, or your hair is thinning, or you're losing more than 100 strands? Because not everybody is going to sit and count each and every strand, right? So personally, what I feel or I do is that I do the pinch test. Now, what you do is basically you take a pinch of hair on the top of your crown and you pinch it, like you basically give it a slight pull, and you check. If less than 5 baby hairs come out, you basically are safe and it's completely normal. You don't have hair thinning or you don't have hair fall. But like if you get more than 5 or 6 hairs, then that's something to worry about, and then you might have to start changing changing or altering to certain stuff in your lifestyle, so you can maintain your hair properly. So yeah.